psychological torture to raise another man's kid.
Torture.
It's torture too,
Why?
because you're pretending to be something that you're not. You're raising a child that doesn't belong to you. That's rough. I don't care what nobody say. Now it gets done, and thank God we do have men who will do that. But psychologically, is detrimental to your health.
What about when you have, you know, if you're with a woman and she does have a child, but the father is active and is
Sure,
there?
you can handle it. It's still uncomfortable.
Okay.
You pulling up in the car, they come to the door, and she's really nice to him. No, he don't pay child support. He don't do nothing.
No, he
But
pay child support.
no, I'm just saying, if he does, I'm creating my scenario.
Oh, okay.
And
Okay.
he's in the living room watching TV. She hear, okay, bye. What time the kids coming back? Okay, bye. It still hurt, but you have to be so mature. My thing is, why put yourself through that?
I agree.
That's where I'm at. Why do that to yourself? Why make yourself uncomfortable?
Did you know that when you were 30?
I'm not sure. That was a long time ago. Yeah, that's
So it's
32 years
more of
ago.
a new revelation.
No, I don't know. I've always thought like this since I was a youngster.
Okay.
Yeah. So my way of thinking has always been on another level, but I don't think I've ever had that situation though. So that's pretty cool.
So and if that's the game to the women, so should the men also be mindful of not having children?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They should. But even though I've probably hurt a lot of women's feelings on the baby
Mhm.
thing, so let me give you the game on how to win.
Mhm.
The solution. See, the solution is when you have babies from another man, one, you still go out and still have a good time. Take care of your body. Make sure you look good because men are visual. So if you out here fat, you're not taking care of your body, the chances of you getting it is gonna be slim. Then I have this thing called in my head called what is it? Reborn.
Okay.
Reborn is after you get all your kids out of the house, and then you can start dating again because the new guy that you're dating doesn't feel responsible that he got to carry other children mentally, spiritually, and financially. So he'll date you. He'll date you because all the kids are out the house. Yeah, we could date. We have a good time because I ain't got to worry about your kids, and that's just my thing. But women have to take care of themselves physically and mentally, and try not to have a man's baby until you're in your late 30s, early 40s. This is just my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen women, and I try to date women who got kids. Man, it's rough because when you know what you know, you're like, oh, I like her, but damn, I don't feel like putting up with nobody's kids. It's exhausting. I gotta go to Toys R Us to prove that I like.
Brother Russ ain't even around no more.
I'm just saying, I gotta do all these extra things. Put your kid in the car seat. Gotta go to Disneyland and all that. If I like you,
What if you have a blended family? Does that work?
what do you mean by blended?
Like either y'all both come with a child or
It's still
two.
difficult. Yep.
Oh,
All of
okay.
it's difficult. I think when people do that too, they love each other, but majority of the time financially not prepared.
Mm-hmm.
And all you got to do is just one time do one wrong thing, right? You got 2 or 3 kids, and then you bring one kid a gift. Then she gets on the phone with her mother, and she's like, "Oh, he just bought TT one gift. We got all these other kids in here. I ain't nobody got time for that. I ain't got time for it."
That's fair. I mean, I don't know how much you're ever in comments, but like in the comments, people or men are often saying to women that, don't be in the streets having a whole bunch of kids,
Yeah, do not be having them babies, and to scare women so they can really understand what I mean. Go a little deeper. A lot of people don't talk about when you get pregnant, that giving birth, you can.
Absolutely.
You better love it when you have his baby. That ain't a game. Like, you truly gotta love him. Like, to be up there and you could.
TK, so have you heard about this guy maybe like a month ago or 3 or 4 weeks ago, I guess? He was on Instagram or whatever, some social media site, saying that he has 7 kids and he did not want to take care of them. And he told all the women with whom he had these children that, I told you I wasn't gonna have these kids, but I didn't want any kids. Yet he still skeeted in them and then had children.
Right.
What do you think about women and how they move as far as listening to what a man says versus watching what he does?
Every day. He might send you some flowers. He might take you out to eat, but you didn't watch his character. So now you got a baby. Now he's behind the 8 ball, and now he's showing you who he really is, right? And I hate men who are a woman knowing that she could get pregnant, like, and then say what happened when she tells you, "Oh, I'm pregnant." He's like, "How the did that happen?" Well, duh. So I do this stuff on my podcast, and it drives me crazy. But the choices that these young men make.
So, and I guess and we've talked about this before. I think Rico brought this up. So when women are dealing with men, should they be listening to what the man is saying? Like, hey, no.
They listen too much because how you ladies get caught up.
So
women listen
watch?
to words, and if a guy's real elegant with his conversation, you done. Next thing you know, your knees is behind your chin. You're screaming to the top of your lungs, and if it's good, you like, I love you. And the next thing, bam, you're up having a slice of pizzas, you're eating ices, Now you let the move in. You're like, hey, you want to move in? And bam, there you go. They take 3 years to get the out.
Oh, God. Because I always feel like when, I'm talking to like my little younger cousins or even Mandy on the show, I always say, you watch what people do. I don't care what nobody says. Yeah, don't matter. True. You watch their actions. But my other co-host says, no, you listen to what they say.
Yeah, I think it's both. It's a fine line. You have to do both. You have to listen to what they say. And I always say demonstration is better than conversation. Yeah, that's how I move. Mm-hmm.
I like that. Let me write that down.
Don't be stealing my stuff.
I'm a 100% use it.
Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier. I was saying that people should travel. The same way we teach our kids to go to school or play sports is the same way we got to teach them how to be a man and how to date as a youngster. Hey, son, put your money away. You're going to have a girlfriend one day. Teach him how to stack his money. Teach him how to open the door. Teach him about everything that is able to survive. One of the worst things in the world is to hear parents say, oh, I'm about to have a grandbaby, like I said earlier, knowing that their kid is not prepared to raise a child. It's the deepest thing, but most men and women say it. Oh, we're having a baby, knowing your kid don't have no money to raise a baby. And they push that agenda. I ain't got time for it. So it's good to have this type of show. Hopefully, if we get one person out of the hundreds of thousands that's going to be watching this, we got them. We got somebody to listen.
I think that people love being the exception or even bringing up the exception. Whenever we talk, we're always talking generalities. Mm-hmm. Somebody gonna always say, well, I got a friend. No one cares about your fucking friend. We're talking about like 70% of the population. We're talking about most people. I don't know why people always want to conflate exceptions with rules. And there's always going to be an exception. There's always going to be somebody who's above average. There's always going to be somebody who isn't doing the exact same thing that the rest of us average folks are doing. And I'm saying average because the majority of people are average, and I think that the problem is that people don't want to be average. People don't want to deal with failure. People don't want to be like, you know what? I tried to be a such and such. It didn't work. And so, you know what? Let me change course. Let me figure out something else I'm good at.
There's nothing wrong with changing.
But a lot of us just want to stick to the and just keep bumping our head.
Yeah, you gotta know how to switch up.
I mean, especially if it depends on your livelihood. You can't be 47 making beats and ain't nobody buying them.
Right. That's true.
I just, I mean, no offense to Lonnie's friend, but like, I mean, like, if the dude in the Bronx, down the street from the Golden Crust, ain't buying your beats and he just a little local rapper, like Kanye not buying them either, or Jay-Z or Lil Durk or whoever, none of these people are buying them. Like, it's okay to do something different, but I also think that we have a hard time accepting defeat. It's hard to be rejected. It hurts your feelings. Period. By a person.
Well, yeah, women can't deal with. I know most men and women can't deal with rejection. Years ago, you would think a man could, but now you ladies just say the wrong thing to a guy. If it's no, you can get. That's crazy that a man would be that upset to even try to come to you.
Mm-hmm.
And I do know some women don't like to be rejected. I used to go to strip clubs, not a lot. Probably been to maybe 5 strip clubs in my whole lifetime. And it's one of the greatest feelings in the world, not because of the dancing. It's because the women come up and ask, can you have a dance? And you can really give them attitude. Would you like a dance? No, no, thank you. Talking to your friend, another girl. No, thank you. I appreciate that. Then you're still talking to your friend. Another guy, would you like that? Hey, I said I didn't want to know that. Yo, they keep sweating me. You know, it's like reverse psychology now because now I don't need you. I'm just here for the chicken wings and the drink. Hilarious. I did that once, and that's how come I remember that. You know, I was just giving them such a hard time.
On purpose?
Yeah, because I'm the way I think, I don't believe I should make my money and then trick it off on you if I don't know you.
I mean, you're buying something.
No, I'm not doing that. No way.
I mean, they have. I'm just saying it's a service.
Yeah, I've been getting my whole life. I've been since I was 11.
Jesus Christ.
So for a woman to have a fast, I've had a bad breathing on me since I was about 12, 13 years old.